As an equality-seeking organisation, what are your thoughts on those alarming stats, and how can the FA work to reduce the gap in the future? I think here at Kick It Out, we're obviously extremely worried about those statistics. I think it's an indictment of the sort of the male privileged culture that's existed in football ever since it's begun, basically, really. But obviously, in the contemporary era, that's really inexcusable. Obviously, Kick It Out has been quite outspoken when it comes to the lack of black and minority ethnic managers in the game, in the men's game. In terms of coaching overall, to see less than 4% of qualified coaches are women is something that's particularly distressing. I think in terms of what the FA are doing, they're trying to encourage more women to participate in the game across all factors of the game, whether that be playing, coaching, managing, or just part of the football club staff. It's a difficult one for the FA because they've got to try and promote it, but at the same time, they're under great pressure to work with other different underrepresented groups to make sure they're recognised as well within the football industry. I think the FA could always do more to encourage women into the game. They've started to do this at executive level through the FA board, where due to Sport England funding, they must have at least, I think it's 30% representation of women on their board, which they've now just got to after about a year or so, when Sport England announced they were going to cut the FA's funding unless they made change. In terms of grassroots level, it also comes down to local county FAs encouraging more women as well to potential coaching masterclasses or events where badges can be made available for people to gain qualifications as well. It's going to take a long time, I think, for this stat to really change towards more women being part of the game. Hopefully it will with time. I think we're starting to see success for women's managers and coaches in the women's game. Hopefully if that transfers over to the men's game, and also there's more success stories at grassroots level, we might be able to get to the stage where that changes, but that is quite a significant figure, and it's definitely concerning for Kick It Out. We will always try and campaign to promote and encourage women to get involved in the game at all levels, regardless of whether it's coaching, managing, media, or just being part of the staff of a football club. We want to see that change. We want to see more women represented across all levels of the game, not just coaches, but also in high level positions as well. So it is a very damning statistic proving football is, quite frankly, male orientated and dominated. That needs to change, and hopefully we can be part of the solution.